Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, first things first, I am wearing a shirt that says Tucson. The Tucson Gem Show is going on, and a little piece of my heart is definitely there. Just so much love to the crew that sent me love from Tucson Gem and Jam last night. I love you. And I don't know if, well, actually, how would you? But nobody really knows this about me. I have begun faceting gemstones. So when you see me wearing my aquamarine, I made this. And one day I will be selling those, I'm sure. I'm going through so many changes in my life. I'm about to move at the end of this month, and lots going on. So I'm going to try and keep the normalcy around here through all of the changes, but starting in March I'll be in a new location and all of that with beautiful new projects and things going on. But yeah, Tucson! Love you all. Okay, let's get into the masculine reading. So what I'm being instructed to look at today is, what are the divine masculines following as far as divine guidance right now on the journey? What is the divine, I want to say coaching them, inviting them to right now? What is it that the divine masculines feel intuitively guided towards doing or activating in their lives? So let's see what it is emotionally. We get the King of Cups. Emotionally, the divine masculines are still being asked to temper their emotions and to sit with it. Just keep sitting with it. This is the story of the ages, isn't it? But they are deeply contemplating. I'm being taken with the singing bowl and the heart song analogy here, and the glow emanating out of the heart. There is a 5D quality to that message there. So what is it that we can see about this emotional, sitting with the emotions of the journey right now? Mastery, accountability, and acceptance. So they are mastering their emotions, they're taking accountability for how their emotions have influenced their choices, and they are accepting the love they have for the divine feminines. Okay, so on the conscious mind, what are the divine masculines being counseled by the divine regarding? What is it on the conscious mind that the masculines are being instructed? Well, we have the 3D card in the reverse, so they're being instructed in the energetics, the intentions, the motivations, the manifestations that they want to bring through. They're saturated in more than meets the eye, the deeper message that the 3D is the conduit for. They're seeing things in terms of the energy that runs through it, like blood in the veins. You know, it's kind of like the 3D is, you know, you see someone running by, but the veins carry the blood that pumps the heart and all that stuff going on under the surface. So again, the heart of the matter, I guess, just came through. And the Page of Cups, when pigs fly, they're surrendering to the magical and peculiar underlying energy that just is stunning. It's fascinating. It's otherworldly, and it is the realm of when pigs fly. I keep saying that because there's a little flying pig. It's the splendor. It's the synchronicities, it's the signs, it's the magic under the surface. So they're witnessing that. Good space to be in, masculines. Definitely spot that whenever possible. That's what it's about. And we get Sirian Stargate, transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. So they are accessing this because they're transcending the 3D. Their prayerfulness word here is coming in to say they are willfully engaging with it, and it's bringing them serenity because it truly shows the accountability, mastery, and acceptance. This is like a division of karmas and who's responsible for what. The serenity prayer always comes up in this card. And so they're really looking at the energetic contributions of themselves, of others involved, and understanding energy doesn't lie. And you can't fake it. And there is deep, deep peace when you see it that way. Beautiful masculines. What else in the physical are the divine masculines being aware of, divinely guided by, or towards? Unraveling of the karma. 5 of Wands in the reverse. In the upright, this is all the people being involved, places, opinions, dramas. In the reverse, no more. Simplify. Divine masculines are seeing they don't have to just take whatever is handed. When they come to the clarity within, things have a different priority scale, and they're not so caught up in the mundane, in the drama, in the day-to-day. They are dropping in. They're dropping into the heart space more and more. I would expect nothing less of divine masculines. Those who willfully intend to do this work are primarily divine in nature, because these are the divine ways. These are the energetic ways. And so that's where that name divine comes from. It is a free will choice to be more than meets the eye, to be more than the superficial, to get real. That's where we get that from. So Seal of Metatron, form, structure, foundation, and cosmology. They're getting back to the foundations of heaven and earth. What is that? It's the building block of love, the nano love machine. Simplification, getting back to what really matters, and clearing the bullshit. I just heard. I just heard the masculines say that their bullshit-o-meters are going off the charts in some places these days. Interesting. Okay, so divine masculines are up to those things energetically. They're seeing through the bullshit. Okay, let's look at what the divine masculines are thinking about their divine feminine, their divine counterpart. What are they feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing at this time? What are they doing towards union, either directly or indirectly? And what is the biggest challenge? What is the solution to that challenge? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay, what are they thinking? 8 of Air, trapped and powerless. Ooh, but this is messages from heaven. So they are thinking of the solutions. They're opening, they're intending to get these feathers from heaven. They're intending the angelic assistance. They're intending to receive miracles and signs. So I'm hearing, show me a sign. And we have the Page of Swords. So in verse, it's deep internal, a personal sign. I'm literally getting, for the masculines, they've asked for a personal sign towards this connection. Okay, let's get an energetic card for further information along the way today. Creation, multiplication, and growth. Yeah, we've been seeing since September that the divine masculines are deeply desiring growth, and they have seen the edges of the confines of their fear, of their assumptions, and they've wanted to move past it. So they're asking the divine to be shown a sign in the direction of growth. It's difficult for the human psyche to plot that course, because we are creatures that emulate and look at what is modeled to us. And so the only way to innovate is to go higher, is to set the intention for something that is innovative growth. And so yeah, they want to keep becoming extraordinary, and so they are setting that intention and asking the divine to show them. But it is the heart wish to grow that is fueling that motivation. That's the free will ingredient that needs to be activated in order for it to be so. Ask and it is given, divine masculines. Okay, on the heart space, what can we see for the divine feminines? Oh, Page of Water, the Empress. We just got the Page of Water. That's the one that had when the pigs fly. So here's another message that they are opening to the impossible love with who? The Empress. On the heart space, they're surrendering to it. They know they love you. They know they love you, Divine Feminines. Actually, I'm being told to get a twin flame mirroring card. What is this that we can see, Divine Masculines? What are you surrendering to regarding your Empress? We got baby making vibes, and I am ready. Okay, this Empress is pregnant here, so your Divine Masculine, if it resonates, they do really want to have a family with you. I know pregnancy isn't going to apply for all Divine Feminines, but something, projects, even adoption, blended families, all of that. Abundance. They see this unlimited abundance, but there is also this desire to, you know, get, I just wanted to say get jiggy with it. Oh, that's random. That's so funny. But they are ready. And the surrender is the requirement. They are ready to, just heard get you pregnant for some of you. So if that's been on the table, or you've mentioned that, or maybe they're just being inspired, but they just want to fertilize this thing, this relationship in some way. It does not necessarily mean that they want to have babies. Like, don't get all literal. It's a fertility that they're feeling. It's the abundance, the call, the primal call of abundance and goodness and aliveness coming through. So I want to bring that back in out of the 3D, because the masculines are really looking at what is more than meets the eye. So it's just this general vibe of wanting that growth, wanting to expand, and it is quite a 3D urge. It's hardwired in us on that one dimension, the biological clock, to make a baby. That's not going to resonate for everyone, and I recognize that, but there is that pull when two people love each other, that they want to create that third energy. So the physical pull to have a child is one level of it, but it is this extraordinary third spiritual energy that we're all just starting to wake up to in the twin dynamic, because it's never really been collectively accessible for hordes of twins to come together and create love outpouring on the planet. And that's what I'm feeling, that we're getting to a place where partnership and collaboration and innovation are available between the twins. It's been a battle of getting into a place of autonomy, sovereignty, balance, temperance within the individuals in order for that. I'm hearing machines whirling and starting up in order for the synergy to come together. The Divine Masculines are starting to feel that on the heart space. What is the wish for the masculines at this time? 5 of Fire in the reverse. That's the 5 of Wands, that karmic simplification, eliminating the anxiety, getting real. I just heard it again. They are wishing to get real. They're wishing to eliminate the anxiety and to just get rid of the headaches in their lives, the bullshit. There's that bullshit again. So it's very consistent message today. They're just done being fake. Hell yeah, Divine Masculines. Okay, what can we see as further energetic information? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so these two came out. We're going to start here. Flower of Feeling, Compassion, Emotional Awakening, and Forgiveness. So Divine Masculines, you want your heart to be totally awake. And that is beautiful. And we can't be fully alive when we've got that anxiety. So the Divine Masculines see that compassion is the way. So I do want to say it's not just making drastic cuts, when we're clearing karmic things out and simplifying our lives, it's not a brutal act necessarily. We're seeing the clarification that it's a compassionate act. It's a motion of forgiveness. It's a letting go. When we are in unforgiveness and we lack empathy, we can't see the karmic lessons for what they were. We take them personally, and it just cycles, and it becomes entrenching and causes anxiety because we're letting our higher self down. So the divine masculines, as they're awakening to their emotions and giving themselves permission to be emotionally driven and navigate from that place of love versus fear, attachment, non-attachment, and seeing that toggle system, they're awakening to an increase of aliveness and a desire to clear the bullshit. It is absolutely because of you, divine feminine, this journey, their own heart for the divine, that is the prerequisite to a twin flame journey. Divine masculines manifested these journeys just as freaking much as the divine feminines did. So the divine masculines are realizing now that separation, extension, independence, and identity, that the journey has helped them. It has shaped their perception of the karma. You have shown them what wasn't a fit because of your energetic entanglement with your divine counterpart. You have been a symbol, a muse for the higher love, and that has been a barometer, a measure, a mirror for the divine masculines to see very clearly what has not been beneficial in their lives. They have seen the bullshit because they see something, a promise of something far greater, the higher love with you, divine feminine, and so it illuminates all the ways that their lives are not up to par. And then we also get lunar progressor, emotional equilibrium, and compassionate non-attachment. When we have anxiety, we're not in balance. We're not in that emotional equilibrium, and we're attached to things. Anxiety is deep, deep, deep disintegrated attachment. Very misguided patterns and beliefs that get entrenched. Anxiety is a devil energy. It's not the only one, but it is one of those binding energies that we give our power over to through a series of cyclical thinking, and it becomes its own sort of trap, snare. So the divine masculines are coming up and out of that with the help of you, divine feminine. This is what the journey is for. We are the spiritual accountability buddies. It's just that way. What a gift. And it's because, again, we have desired to know what love is that we manifest this journey. What are the actions that the divine masculines are taking? Seven of Earth in the reverse. That's, without further ado, not investing in things, wanting immediate results, and we get a huge clarification here. Three of Wands is also for future manifestations and looking out to the horizon, waiting for ships to come in, setting intentions. In the reverse, both of these are like, I want it and I want it now kind of energy. It's like all of a sudden, poof, popping into this realm of, I could have it. It has been available. These unions are still on the table. There haven't been deal breakers. My divine feminine is the one that at the end of the day is still there. The two shall be left standing kind of energy. Unconditional love is eternal love, and eternal love outlives all the karma, all the lessons, all the things. The divine masculines are seeing that as they're clearing the clutter, your love is still there, and it's becoming even more evident on every level that it is the diamond through the rough, divine feminines. What can we see further here? We get light body activator, luminosity, empowerment, forward motion. So they've seen the light. That's all I can say there is, without further ado, poof, they see it. They see it much more clearly. It's like they've cleared enough of the healing and the karma that now it is just clear as day, and forward motion can truly begin here. Again, compassionate non-attachment, the card we saw just a little moment ago talks about not having an expectation, and that Venus-Mars conjunction, seeing eye to eye, that does not mean that things are going to suddenly result in the happily ever after. That means that there is a new potential afforded to us through the cosmic calibration, whereby we can actually hold space to just show up for each other and truly walk in unconditional love, and, you know, just observe the other for the other's experience, not through our filter of wounding and triggering and preference and all of that. The irony is, twin flame connections and relationships that are meant to be, the people just naturally are of the same resonance and are drawn together that way. There is no real negotiation aside from understanding if it is in the highest and best interest at this time for the two to come together. When that is appropriate, there is no guesswork. None. Zero. That's when permanent union is available, when it's authentically mutual. So for all of you who are trying to prepare for unions and trying to be strong enough for when you're in union so that you can have room in your heart in case your counterpart lets you down, no, the divine has said that when these unions come in, it will be so founded on the knowing of wanting them mutually that you won't have to safeguard your heart. We are so used to the karmic situations entrapping us far beyond, far before they are justified, and then waking up in them and going, what the F? Not with these. That's why these journeys are slow motion and steady and founded on all of the good things. It is a patient process, because as we go through the motions of clearing all of the misconceptions, codependencies, binding of the world, it changes our paradigms. This is deep, deep energetic recalibration. It permeates not only through our twin connection, but to all of those who witness our lives and we interact with, and everybody else they come in contact with, because of the way we conduct ourselves, the beliefs we have, the purity, the resonance, the standards, the righteousness, the aliveness, the lusciousness, the sexiness, the really, really good, clear, crisp conscience, clear, wonderful stuff that the twins are moving towards, where we can just fully be present and revel in the glory of existence. That's what we're coming towards. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So that takes a little bit of time when there's so much density on the planet. So keep going. But what could be the biggest challenge for that? The new beginning in the long-term energies. So 10 of Pentacles is the legacy. It's all of the the bureaucracy. You know, when like a leader is put in office and they've made all the promises, and then they get into office and their hands are tied because of all the bureaucracy. That's the biggest challenge, that kind of a thing, that these new heaven on earth foundations are coming in, and yet there's all the pre-existing, all of it, everything, fill in the blank. What is the solution for that? Autonomy, letting go of control, humbling, coming into the absolute freedom in the moment, the spontaneity, fresh eyes, beginner's eyes, putting down control and working with what is available, working with that first step, the baby step, finding that little chink in the mortar to go ahead. Sorry, not the chink in the mortar. That's the chinking is the stuff that holds it together. The crack in the mortar to kind of go through to that next level. But we have to let go of the way we think it should happen, the way we fear it won't happen. We have to let go of all of that. We have to drop it all and just, collect ourselves and say, what is available to me right now? Where can the love grow? How do we get there from here? How do we get there from here, Divine Masculines? How do we get there from here? Okay, what is the card that we can see for that? Galactic Council Crest, spiritual sovereignty. That's the way to do it. Unhook from everything. We've got astral travel and timelessness. See the big picture, understand it all is part of the all. Everything is everything. Lauren Hill. Anyways, yeah, beautiful. Just drop in and expand. It's all good. We can get there from here because we haven't not been there, if you know what I mean. It's all happening right now. What do you want to choose? What do you want to open to? There is nothing impossible if you only have eyes to see. Where are the connections going? Page of Earth and Karma in the reverse. This is the kindness. This is the starting small in the physical and then committing to the process of seeing through the karma fully. This is the eclipse. So I am getting the nudge to say again, the masculine and feminine is coming into unity with the Mars-Venus conjunction, and then the eclipse is the sexual consummation. That doesn't mean every twin couple is going to fall on that timeline. It just means that the cosmic clock has opened the floodgates of letting it unfold naturally, and we are seeing that we're beginning to have these sincere and open-hearted, pure expressions of kindness in exactly the motion of true mastery and unconditional love. We have not been here yet. As much as we've thought we have, we are just getting into the vicinity as a collective, and it's a cosmic calibration. Before the eclipse is there in April, it's going to be this work in progress. Everybody is going to have more of this kindness coming through us and into these unions, into the world. It's a good time. This is really foundational. Keep a journal, everyone. And we get quantum continuator, self-sustaining systems, fluidity, and abundance. This is the key. We just saw the Nine of Pentacles. This is the autonomy, and we got spiritual sovereignty. So these are the two key factors for long-term abundance. Self-sustaining systems are founded on autonomy and spiritual sovereignty. We are not responsible for anyone else's karma, and for those who come into mastery, we are self-contained, we are self-sustaining systems. It allows the fluidity and the abundance to flow. Awesome. Many blessings, everyone. That was a freaking killer reading. I loved it. I love you. Bye.